Good morning, good morning, good morning. Top of the morning, top of the morning. Let's get it today, y'all. Welcome back to News in Motion. This is your first time tuning in with us. We just want to say welcome and thank you for tuning in with us. Today is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Y'all, make sure that you tune in tomorrow. For that would be our last show until May 1st. News in Motion will be taking a break the entire month of April. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. Tell your friends, bring the energy, bring the fun, bring the laughter, bring all the vibes. Because News in Motion will be on tomorrow, but the entire month of April, we will not be on. We will be back, though, on May 1st. As you're coming into the room, whether it's through LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, if you're an audio or podcast listener, we just want to say thank you for turning your dials to the radio station that is NIM 97 Hot today. We just want to say thank you for all that you do for supporting us. As you get ready to grab your pen and paper for Wednesday workshop today, may we stay informed, may we like, share, comment the video, and let's get this news in motion, y'all. Let's go.
What's up, everyone? I am your host, Gail Dudley, and as Isaiah said, this is your News in Motion. I think he said NIM 97. I need to come back in, Isaiah. What's the call letters? What are the call letters?
I said for our audio and podcast listeners, if thank you for turning your dials to NIM Hot 97.
Love it. Love it. We're going to have to grab that. I love it. Thank you, y'all. Shout out to Isaiah. Y'all know what I say. He's still in school, so go ahead and send him that Cash App today. I see you, Adrian, on YouTube. I see you, Lori Wallace. I see you, Marion Jackson. What's up, Latrice Jones? I left your voicemail. Hope you got that. I see you, Robert Holman. I see you, Liz Pryor the Third. Shardinia, good morning to you. Stephanie Burbridge Hogg, good morning. Felicia Williams, good morning. Kenny Stanley, what's up? Fred Jones, what's happening? Fred, I'm mapping out an entire month for men on News in Motion. You're gonna have a part of that. I see you, Deborah Johnson. I see you, Tracy Burrs, and others of you are coming in. I just want to say good morning to you. If you are on our audio or podcast, thank you for tuning in live. Keep your eyes on the road. If you are putting your earbuds in during a morning meeting, which some of you are doing this at a hospital, and I believe it is in Raleigh, North Carolina. Y'all better stop laughing because y'all gonna get in trouble and you're not gonna lose your job because of me. I hear that y'all put y'all's AirPods in your ears and you're listening to News in Motion and you're saying you're sitting in a boring meeting. Now y'all don't laugh. Y'all better act like Y'all better like shake your head like you're talking to the person in charge of the meeting. I hear y'all doing some amazing things out there on that podcast and audio. So thank you for tuning in. I also hear that some of y'all are tuning in while you're in class and your laptop is up and the professor thinks you're listening to them, but you're actually watching News in Motion. Don't y'all get in trouble. Listen, Fred Jones, speak it. Dr. Lowe, do you see Fred Jones' comment? He says, next move, NIM on Sirius XM. You are about the fifth person who has said that in a short period of time. So God must be doing something. Bring it on, Jesus. Bring it on. Donita, good morning to you. Latrice Jones says she can't wait for Men's Month. You know, you say something like that, I have to put you in charge. I see you, Pastor Alex Williams on here. Hester Jackson, good morning to you. Good morning. I see Jacqueline about to roll up in here too. Dr. Antoinette is in here as well. If y'all wondering why I'm so pumped, Listen, listen. We only got one more day to go after this. So I'm bringing it to you. I'm bringing it to you. I'm putting it all on the table. I see you. I see you. Pastor Anita, y'all, she has Overflow Ministries. Check her out on Fridays at 8:30 a.m. on Facebook. Y'all, she always bringing what she calls her Nina nuggets, and they are explosive in a great way. So you want to check her out as well. All right, y'all. Today is Wednesday, March the 29th, 2023. I am your host, Gail Dudley. Everyone, welcome who's ever tuning in live or watching a replay or this afternoon or this evening or whenever. Thank you so much for allowing me to spend a part of your day with you. Yes, Dr. Antoinette, pre-vacation joy. You have no idea. You have no idea. All right, y'all, Women's History Month. I'm going to share this write-up. This is coming out of the Library of Congress. Y'all know we got press passes for that now. Dolly Parton. I want to read this to you. Y'all, Dolly Parton is the bomb. Let's just call it what it is. She is a member of the Songwriters Hall of Fame and has been writing and recording songs since the early 1970s. Dolly Parton wrote, "I Will Always Love You." I don't know if I ever knew this. So get this. If y'all know this, then I must be missing something. She wrote "I Will Always Love You" that was registered at the Copyright Office in 1973. But Whitney Houston, she wrote it, and then Whitney Houston put her own style to it. And together they put together their powerful vocals into some of the most popular recordings of all time. Did y'all know that they did that together? I never knew that. I just never knew that. But Library of Congress said it is, and it's the copyright, and so it had to have happened. I never knew that. And they said she talked about it wasn't the first person to record a cover of the song. However, it was her lyrics, her words that were put there. Hester says she knew. Well, go on, Hester, with your bad self, because I didn't know. Go on, Hester. Hester wins today. I don't know what she wins, but she wins today. All right, y'all. Then they're going to talk about, as a songwriter, Dolly Parton is the copyright owner of the lyrics and musical composition. Y'all get this, of musical composition and sound recording a Circular 56. I didn't even know that even existed, but I guess it's really big. And I guess she did some work with Prince. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that either. Y'all, Dolly be getting around. And they talk about as a copyright owner of musical composition, including the lyrics. We're going right back to "I Will Always Love You." Dolly Parton has exclusive rights to allow others to make and pull from some of her work, but doesn't own the rights to the overall work of the entire soundtrack with Whitney Houston. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Hester. Dolly is bad. She a bad mama jamma. But y'all, it's just wonderful. I'm gonna figure out how to get this link to you, because you have to have a pass to get in here. But I want y'all to read this, and even the top, it has like that would be Whitney Houston, and this is, of course, Dolly Parton. But y'all, the whole thing, and it's a whole write-up. It's amazing. And I said, well, go on, Dolly girl. Go on with your bad self. Let's see. Dr. Antoinette said, I knew. I'm sure you did. You are the brilliant one. Believe me, you are. I think you're the bomb.com. Dr. Antoinette. She said, and Dolly Parton donated big dollars to African-American communities from her profits. She does that. And I actually think that's somewhere in the write-up, too. Talking about the amount of money that she gives back to African-American communities. It's not in this write-up, but they do talk about it. So it's amazing. Y'all, when things open up for you to learn and read and see, it's just like, wow, just take it all in. And they're talking about banning books. Yes, Stephanie Burbridge, yeah, she's the bomb.com. All right, y'all. Yo, it may take us years, but have y'all noticed that the heat is rising before they get into that mid-mark of the primaries? Get this, y'all. The federal judge has ordered former VP Mike Pence to testify in the special counsel probe. Hello, somebody. They coming for you, Buttercup. They are coming for you, Buttercup. Y'all, I hate to go here, but I got to break this down a little bit. The suspect, I'm changing gears. Let's see. Latrice Jones says, I've always loved Dolly. Me and my sister sing one of her country songs. Oh, we're going to have to hear you sing, Latrice. You only in the choir once a year. I didn't know you were a singer. Your daughter was, but you need to tell me about your singing. Y'all are in here. Y'all are in here this morning. Y'all feeling it too. Y'all like y'all trying to get everything y'all can because y'all know we getting go on break. I know what it's like. Y'all, the suspect who fatally shot 6 people, including 3 children, at the Covenant School on Monday, had purchased 7 firearms legally in recent years that they hid that they hid from their parents. I'm saying they because of Audrey being transgendered, and was in treatment for an unspecified emotional disorder, police said. The Nashville Police Department yesterday released body cam footage. I saw it and I was like, oh, no, no, no. For a group of officers searching throughout the halls of the Covenant School for the 28-year-old shooter who shot and killed the three children and 3 adults. The footage include body camera videos from the perspective of 2 officers, the ones who shot and killed her. Why is Gail calling me out like that? Because I love you, girl. I love you, girl. You know I do. I need to hear you sing like that. I mean, seriously, we're going to have just call me after the show and I'm going to need you to sing a little bit. So I'm be like, go ahead. I want to promote you. Listen, police also shared new details about the shooter, saying the former student had been under a doctor's care for an undisclosed emotional disorder and had legally bought 7 firearms in the 5 local gun stores. Y'all, there's something just really wrong with this. Now, the man, and I'm bringing all this to y'all one point. What's up, Kim Edmondson? The man who leads Senate prayer out, and I saw this live. Y'all, C-SPAN is a wonderful thing to watch. You be amazed what you see just come out of nowhere. But y'all, listen, the man who leads the Senate prayer, he's just fed up with thoughts and prayers, and he told them, yep, Senate Chaplain Barry Black used his opening prayer yesterday to urge lawmakers to take action a day after the 3 children and 3 adults were killed in the Nashville school shooting. He says, and I quote, Lord, when babies die at church school, it is time for us to move beyond thoughts and prayers. Yeah, he did. I said, oh, he's about to preach up in here. He said it. Yeah, he prayed it. And he ain't apologized for it, nor should he. Then we have Josh Hawley. Remember running Josh? Y'all remember him? He running away from stuff. Running, Josh Hawley claims without evidence that the Tennessee shooting had to be a hate crime. How we get to hate crime? And they already said it was mental health. And how we get to hate crime? See, I see what y'all doing, and I'm here to report the news, but I'm gonna be a little bad today. A little bad. And I don't know why I keep calling out Latrice. And I will never tell y'all that, when I told Latrice that she was in a dream, and I told her about it, we busted out laughing about it. But Latrice has been on my mind all week. I just keep thinking of her, calling out her name. And she and I were on the same page about something yesterday. Y'all trying to say everything than what's really happening here. Y'all just go ahead and say it. That Aubrey, age 28, white. Let's just call it what it is. Let's stop trying to go around the mulberry bush by giving these labels and that it's hate crime and that it's this. See, y'all used to hearing about the men, but now there's a Aubrey woman, transgender, and I don't know if Aubrey was transitioning from female to male or male to female, but right now we have a 28-year-old shooter who was white. Okay, I'm not telling you anything that I made up. I'm telling you what's truth. And we need to start dealing. I think if we mature and put things on the table, we would be a better people all the way around. All the way around, we would be better people. We would. See, the problem is we're being so guarded. I can't say this. I can't say that. That's the messed us up. That's a part of the plan, though. That's a part of the system that's not broken. If we find a way to shut them down and we start canceling things, even I'm gonna go here. Y'all not gonna like this either, but I'm getting ready to take a break, so no matter. I'm gonna go here as well. Even liberals who have canceled people, we also created some of this. If we cancel them, well, now you getting canceled. Now what? Now everybody getting canceled. But see, we need to put on our big girl and big boy panties on. Well, big boy drawers, big girl panties on, and we need to come to the table and say some things that's going to hurt some feelings. It's going to hurt you. It is. It's going to hurt you. You're not going to like what's being said, but it's going to need to be said if we plan on coming back together and unify and making some things happen for the good of the country. See, if we keep trying to like, no, we got to take this out of the book. I'm going to get to that in a minute. We got to take this out. We don't want anybody to know. We got a woman, and I'm still unfolding. I probably won't get to it until May, or maybe I won't get to it all. So during our break, read. We have a woman who wants to get rid of the whole write-up on Ruby Bridges. What? That happened. Just because it's going to make you feel bad. It happened. So why don't you use that energy to apologize for your people? Just apologize. And then to come to find out, she wants to get this out in the documentary out of this school. She don't have any children. So what do you have to say? Seriously. And I like how the Italians referred to the woman about who's the statue? I can't think of it. Talking about, oh, that's pornography. That's a statue. That is a serious statue. What is your price? So the Italian said, why don't you come? We'll teach you a little something. So y'all, we done lost it. Let me get back to Josh Hawley. So Josh Hawley, he called the federal law enforcement agencies to investigate the Nashville shooting as a religious hate crime. It's not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime. That ain't what happened. No, that ain't what happened. No. I see Dr. Oliver on here again. Congratulations for your book launch, y'all. Hope y'all got y'all's 99-cent download yesterday. Now, y'all, I'm still in that story. They will not part from their guns. Republican lawmakers say the Congress should focus on addressing mental health as the root. No. They said they're good guys with guns. I'm sure I got some roll up in here to my address unannounced. Better be ready. He's an ex police officer in the state of Georgia, in Atlanta. You don't want to come up in here. No. But listen, there are good guys with them. Yes. But let's get these assault rifles off the streets. Seriously, she should not have been able to buy those legally at a local store. No, they just don't want to part with them. And before I leave, Rep. Andy Ogles, Republican of Tennessee, who oversees that district of the Covenant School where that massacre happened. Yeah, according to a CBS congressional reporter, Ellis Kim, on Tuesday, you was asked if you regret having your Christmas postcard, and you replied, and I quote, "Why would I regret a photograph with my family exercising our rights to bear arms?" You said that yesterday? No sympathy behind anything? Seriously? And then you came back when they said, well, are you concerned about your young child who's on a postcard going to school? You came back with such pride and said, oh no, because he's homeschooled. Sit down somewhere. I hope they vote you out, and I hope they vote you out immediately, because you have no respect for the people, and the people should understand just what you think about them, because your response was negligent and it was uncalled for, and you had no sensitivity behind that. You need to go. We need to vote you out immediately. All right, let me see what some of y'all are saying. Latrice said, wasn't it 7 guns that were purchased legally? Yeah. 7 to be exact. 7. Yes, she had 7, and she hid them from her family. Take about that. Stephanie Berger saw was under a mental health watch. Exactly. And she had talked to her friend. Her friend called her father. Yeah, y'all, I did the whole research. It may not be in my notes, but I did the whole research, and I have a mind to remember everything. The friend contacted the father, and the father never responded. The friend said, I should have contacted the police myself, and she should have, and we all should understand that. Dr. Oliver said, irresponsible response. Pastor Anita said, and his Christmas card, they were, show yourself, but on a Christmas card, and then your response the way you did, come on. And then Deborah said, was a caption on the card, peace on earth? It sure did say that. Yeah. So anyway, y'all, let me keep going because the USA Today, a caller threatened to kill Delaware students, but it took the police 76 minutes to respond. Say what? I don't have time to go through that entire article, but y'all need to read that article. That's the headline. It says a caller threatened to kill Delaware students. It took the police 76 minutes to respond. Now, the bell was getting ready to ring. The police, the principal, got the call. The caller used the principal's exact name, hung up, called back again, and told him, "We're going to come shoot all 720 of your students." Said that. We're on our way. We're coming. We're waiting for the bell to ring. The caller, it was a muffled call. They said that. The principal said, we're going to call in a lockdown. She would not let release the students because she said somebody with a assault type rifle could come in and shoot up an entire hallway if they're all in the middle of the hall. So she said nope. She used good judgment. She held everybody in the classroom, did a lockdown, contacted the police. 911, they didn't come. She called them back. I called. They didn't come. It took them 76 minutes to respond. That's a problem. That's a problem, people. That's a problem. And then get this, as quiet as it's kept, and everybody's not reporting this, but guards walked away. Y'all remember that fire that killed 38 migrants that died in a dormitory fire? Well, video surveillance shows that guards walked away during the fire. Shows them walking away from the fire. Shows them calmly walking away from the fire. Yep, surveillance footage from inside the immigration detention center in northern Mexico near the U.S. border, where 38 migrants died in a dormitory fire, appears to show guards walking away from the blaze and making no apparent attempt to release detainees. The fire broke out when migrants fearing deportation set mattresses ablaze late Monday in the National Immigration Institute, a facility by El Paso, Texas. Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, I got it all, didn't I? Said the footage shows guards did not appear to attempt to open cell doors so migrants could escape the fire. That we do that now? We just killing people? Because you think you had the power to do so? Y'all, if we don't sign up and vote, check our voter registration. Now, they say this was the U.S.-Mexican border, but they're not being very clear what side or if it was a jurisdiction of both. We need to investigate that. We need to call our representatives and ask what happened. What really happened there and why did it happen? All right, y'all. Idaho is about to become the first state to restrict interstate travel for abortion. A new Idaho bill seeks to limit minorities' ability to travel for abortion care, including abortion pills. I'm sorry, limit minors, not minorities, minors, without parental consent. Thank y'all for catching that. Parental consent by creating a whole new crime called abortion trafficking. Those found guilty would face up to 5 years in prison. So we're talking about minors. We're talking about they're already going through whatever it is they're going through. And we're going to go ahead and now put a label on them as abortion trafficking. And then we're going to put them in prison for 5 years. I can't wait for a break. Y'all just don't know. I can't wait for a break. This is too much. Rodessa, what's up? Been missing you, girl. Been missing you. All right, y'all. Let me keep going. I'm trying to get to the Wednesday workshop. Let's see if I get there. Now, y'all, I couldn't share this yesterday because of everything that was going on that I felt was more of a priority. But y'all know I'm Team Harry and Meghan, so I had to come back and share this. All right, he just showed up. He just showed up in the UK like, hey, Dad, I'm here. There's actually a meme going around talking about he just shows up. Hi, Dad. Well, y'all, I had to look this up because I wasn't sure this is true, but it is true. A part of their agreement or whatever, which I don't get this. My children can come to my house whenever they want to. They don't have to call. You know, the only thing we ask is don't show up in the middle of the night because your dad does be packing. Now, so you got to give us some alert. But, you know, not to just show up and that's your child. They just can't come. So anyway, it is true that Prince Harry showed up unannounced with his own security. He was stacked with security. Now, his daddy requested in their written agreement that he gives at least the he calls it one shore 28 days notice before showing up. Prince Harry's like, nah, Dad, I'm here. Whatever. My private jet done landed. I'm sure that was Tyler Perry's plane. My private jet has landed. My security has come. My cars have picked me up. We rolling up in court because all of y'all going down. I'm sure that's it. And Harry's just cool, smiling, being seen, like whatever. So y'all, hearing involving Prince Harry is expected to continue for a third day in the High Court in London. This is one of several lawsuits the Duke of Sussex has brought against the media and alleges Associated Newspaper Limited, which publishes titles including the Daily Mail, commissioned the breaking to enter into private property. Well, he ain't rolling them by himself. No, Here comes Prince Harry with Elton John. Like y'all did it to him too, and seven others. Like we here. We're here. Was a total of seven, five others. They're like, we here. And they are coming for them. I'm like, he ain't playing. He's like, y'all done treated me bad. I tried to give y'all some grace. Yeah, I wrote a book to expose some stuff. Listen, he's like, no, I ain't playing with y'all anymore. This is what's happening. I don't need to see you. I ain't got to be on the registry to come through the gate. I'm not even going to come on that side of town. But I just want y'all to know I'm here. He showed up. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And y'all, what's really going on with this? Back to the books I was talking about. Dr. Greta Oliver talking about like I love Prince Harry. Go Harry. That's what I'm talking about. Stephanie said, love me some him, Harry. Look, Harry gonna rise up and be king over there. Don't play with Harry. Harry getting ready to get rid of all of it. Come back in there. Can y'all imagine if Harry was prime minister? That would just be amazing. Anyway, what's really going on? So, y'all, as Republicans make stride to continue to ban books, others are instead leading the charge to edit written works, removing any potential offensive language and themes from them. We doing that now? Seriously, y'all, this is why I'm believing more and more in self-publishing. I'm a self-publisher, but more and more in self-publishing. And you can't give rights to people. They can't make any changes to your book. Well, Queen of Crime, Agatha Christie, is the latest subject. The work is being revised to remove racist references and other language considered offensive to modern audiences. Well, what the heck is a modern audience? Who came up with that term? Yeah, we will make some terms up, won't we? We will make some terms like, okay, we're gonna call them modern audiences. What does that mean exactly? Anyway, yeah, the publisher HarperCollins has edited some passages and entirely removed others from its new digital edition of some of Christie's detective mysteries published between 1920 and 1976. Let me see what Dr. Antoinette is saying. She said, I had to pull over. So for young girls who's pregnant because she was raped by her stepfather or her father, let's not leave that out, and her friends take her out of state for an abortion, she and now her friends can be jailed for trafficking. For 5 years in prison. You got that right. I said that right. You got it. So going back on the road, keep your eyes on the road and get to work, girl. So y'all, Queen of Crime, Agatha Christie, as I said, is the latest subject. The work is being revised, and they're not asking anybody. They're not asking just anybody. They're just going to change it. They're just changing it. So y'all, this is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing. What is it? What's really going on here? What's really happening here? Y'all, I'm not gonna get to the workshop. I'm gonna try. Y'all, Apple will be left with Apple products are saying we're not gonna be left behind. Y'all, Apple. Of all people, they went from Apple Pay to now buy now, pay later. It's like, what? Everything's on layaway. Y'all, service yesterday. The feature Apple Pay Later was introduced on yesterday. Randomly selected Apple Pay users and will become available to more customers over the next few months. How does it work? When using Apple Pay to buy something, users can pay $50 to $1,000 purchases in 4 payments over 6 weeks with no interest and no fees. What? Look, if you can't pay for it, you can't afford it, don't buy them. just don't buy it. It's like, what's really going on, y'all? What is really going on in America? Well, Dr. Internet said Agatha Christie needed to be changed. Okay, but let's stop there for a minute, Doc. Let me stop there for a minute. But if we're saying we don't want stuff changed and moved, and we say we want to identify things that need changed and moved, what are we really saying here? Really, because what's going to happen, and I hear you. I read the books too. I hear you. Read the books in school. I hear you. But if we keep doing that, we're not going to know what's real. We're not going to know what they really said, what's really history. We can ready to confuse the people. We about to confuse everybody. Yes, that's one of her books was 10 little N words. I'm with you. But if we do it for one, we're going to do it for everybody. So we can just go in and edit people's works or take pages out. I want us to talk about that. And that's the thing. And I know you and I can have this kind of conversation. That's the thing we need to discuss. We can't pick and choose what we can do, right? So if we don't want them doing it to us, should we be doing it to them? Just something to think about. I just want us to think about it. I just want us to think about it. Deborah said, don't fall in the debt trap when it comes to buy now, pay later. All right, y'all, couple things. I am going to get to a little bit of the Wednesday workshop because we have to. We have to. Y'all can tell I'm pumped. I only got one more day and I'm on break. I am pumped. But get this, couple things. I'm doing a crazy workshop on Wednesday. And because people have been asking me, how do you lay out the news? I'm wanting to put together a broadcast. I'm wanting to put together a podcast. So I'm going to do a 1-hour webinar on Friday because I ain't working in April. You can't find me in April. I'm going to do a 1-hour webinar. Now I'm going to give you all the content you need. I'm going to give you stuff to set you up to go with it. Now, to join the webinar, I'll put a link out there. Email me, whatever, however you're going to get it. Follow me on my pages, whatever. I'll put the link out there. If you have my phone number, call me up, ask me, text me, whatever. I'll get it to you. But y'all, it costs. Okay, it costs. It's going to cost you. Because we're doing this last minute, I'm giving you everything. It's going to cost you $150 to join. And it's 1 hour. Yeah. And that's actually, then that hourly fee, if you're looking at it, hourly is lower than what I normally charge. Just being real with you. But so many people have asked me, like, how do you put all this together? How do you know where you're going? How do you know how to set it up? How do you know what to use? How do you know the questions to ask? I'm going to share all of that in 1 hour, and I can get that done in 1 hour. And then I'll even save time to ask questions. So I'll stay over 15 more minutes to answer questions. It's going to be Friday at 12 noon. That's what's going to be. Deborah said, don't miss this webinar. They are fired. Listen, my stuff is thebomb.com. And yes, I said it. Yep. Latrice Jones will tell you too. I love working with the Columbus City schools and those children and the parents. The last time we had a blast. We had a whole blast. I laid it all on the table because I'm passionate about what I do. So I give us. Let's talk about the Wednesday workshop real quick. Y'all, here's a fact sheet coming out of the White House. And this is dealing with support women, small business owners, and everything that's here. So let me tell y'all. During Women's History Month, and they're doing a summit today. I'm popping in through virtual because I got the pass to do it. Yeah, that just says something to me. It's like I've been vetted with the White House, so I can show up. Not in person. I can show up though, because I have that pass too, but virtually. So anyway, during Women's History Month, they're celebrating entrepreneurial spirit of women and women-owned and operated businesses. Don't miss this, y'all. Y'all, women own 12 million businesses in America. Let me put my glasses on, like got the paper way out here. I got some sense. Employing more than 10 million workers. They continue to be trailblazers across industries every day, starting nearly half of all new businesses in the United States since 2021. Last year, annual earning for women-owned business increased almost 30%, with women-owned businesses in manufacturing sector experiencing a 35% increase. Now, y'all, here are the resources I want to share with you, and I'm going to give you some quick nuggets. Write this down. Now, if you call me up wanting more, I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to charge you an hourly rate. Y'all, we got to get smart. We got to stop giving away stuff. I have given away freely so much that it's like the time is now to flip that up. So here's about providing resources. Now, invested millions the overall arching women business centers have invested millions to establish a larger network. 70 million in women business centers network expanded for the first time to all 50 states and the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico. Now, this includes the WBCs at historically Black colleges and universities, that's HBCUs, Hispanic Serving Institute, which is the HSI, and other minority serving institution, that's the MSI. Now, right now, there's $100 million on the line for women. $100 million. And this $100 million will be coming from the Community Navigators Pilot Program. Community Navigators Pilot Program. Don't miss this. And this is organized in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. And they are bolstering the ability of organizations that already have deep connections in their community. They're also looking at 30 million for the rest of this year to support this critical initiative. Now, you can get a lot of this from the Minority Business Development Agency. It's called a permanent creating only federal agencies, and they're talking about lenders, exporters, private and public sector buyers. Now they're talking about how are you accessing this capital? Well, the state Small Business Credit Initiative, which is the SSBCI, they're going to help other states and women to have access to this money. But get this, ladies, they're looking for collaboration. So again, not one of those things, y'all. This is the year of collaboration. I don't know if y'all have heard that yet, but it is. But whatever you do, so let me try to break this down. So we have Hester on here. So Hester is talking about opening up a hotel. She's serious too, y'all. And her steps, she's putting steps together. She ain't playing around. Well, in doing that, imagine her collaborating, because she'll have to some degree, with a female-owned construction company, or a female-owned interior decorator, or a female-owned private project manager, or a female-owned virtual assistant, or a female-owned, you figured out, security. This is collaboration. So y'all, when you're looking at on one hand we have 70 million, on the other hand we have 100 million, and on another hand we have 30 million, we up to $200 million, if my calculation is correct. And this is an opportunity for you to get a piece of this pie. So all the links and everything. So what am I going to do? Because I am who I say I am, I'm going to put this in the e-newsletter and send out a special one tomorrow. But listen, I've learned something. I try to be nice and I send the links to all my social media platforms. I'm not doing that with this. I want you, those people who are serious about it, sign up for the e-newsletter. It's free. It's free. And by the way, you're not getting that all of April because I'm on break. I'm seriously taking a break. So I won't be sending these or anything else. Go to www.gaildudley.com and hit the link to subscribe. You'll get this. And all the links are live. For those of you who get this in the chat, am I lying? I give y'all everything. I give you everything. Everything. I give it to you. You're not seeing this anywhere else. And I can say that with pride that you're not getting this anywhere else. You're not. You're not. You're not getting this on MSNBC. You're not getting this on News Nation. You're not getting this on Fox, CBS, ABC, BBC, PBS, nowhere else. But you are getting it on NIM, Hot 97, as Isaiah called it. That's what it is, y'all. So they go on talking about leveraging federal spending to support small businesses. They're talking about the goals to do that. They're talking about the percentages. They're talking about providing assistance to 220,000 child care providers. Why would you not want to know how to access that? And by the way, y'all, child care centers are needed right now. They're needed. They're needed. Make sure the right people, make sure you got people got background checks and all that good stuff. 99% of women owned and women staff. They're talking about paycheck protection program. Hello, somebody. They're talking about to ensure that businesses with less than 20 partners have this access. They're talking about 100,000 restaurants. Hello, food women. They're talking about food trucks, food vendors, breweries, and other food service businesses through their revitalization. Say that real fast. Fund over 40,000 grants, totaling over what? 10 billion. That's with a B, y'all. That's with a B. This money is out here. So the summit is today. I am showing up in the green room, and I'm going to take as many notes as possible. Many notes as possible. And if it's something I think is fire, I will add it to the e-newsletter that will go out on tomorrow. The reason I'm going to send it out tomorrow, because I'm going to take all the information I gained today and put it out there. I'm giving you this. I'm giving it to you. The thing is, are you going to access this? Are you going to access this information that is available to you on a regular basis? So that's what I'm doing. I'm changing some things up. I'm going to tell you this now. Tomorrow will be our last News in Motion. We'll be on break for the entire month of April. We will return on Monday, May the 1st. But when we return, there's going to be some changes. And the changes are going to include the type of information we give, how detailed it's going to be, how we're going to roll it out, and how you can access it. I'm going to continuously give you the free content in the e-newsletter. Free content. Y'all, it's nothing but content that's out there. We're going to give you that. In addition to that, we are going to start promoting some other things that we are doing. Either you're with us or you're not. And guess what? My Bible says 2 or 3 gathered together. I'm already in the inspirational message now. 2 or 3 gathered together in his name, there he will be in the midst of them. So if there's just 3 of us on News in Motion, that's all right with me. We're going to keep going because it's not about the numbers. God has taken me back to that. It's not about the numbers. So even with you, how I can inspire you today is to get that fire, that desire, that purpose, that calling upon you and go with it. Y'all, I am excited to report to you Friday's podcast, which is the last one too, until May the 5th. Friday's podcast, I kept saying, I said, God, I want to end Women's History Month in a particular way. He showed me Elder Ruth Pugh. Y'all know she has a prayer line in the morning at 6:30, Monday through Friday. She's been doing it for 4 years. We will sit down on this podcast on Friday, and we're calling it Let's Go to Church, the prayer movement. Let's go to church, the prayer movement. And that podcast is going to be fire, nothing but fire. And I'm so excited about it because I realize this is who I am. I'm not going to compromise at all. So yeah, it's called Politics and Pros, and we have all types of people, excuse me, that comes and joins us on there. But we can go to church on this podcast. We can ready to end Women's History Month with church going service and prayer. So that's what the podcast is going to be. It will drop Friday at 7 a.m. I'm so excited about that as well. Listen, y'all, listen. It's the season for growth. It's the season for purpose. It is the season for prayer. It is the season to build your platform. And don't let anybody tell you you do not have what it takes to do what you've been called to do. Understand, people will try to stop you. Naysayers are real, but you have the authority to move out and do exactly what you've been called to do in this season. Y'all, today, thank y'all for dealing with me today. I'm pumped. I'm pumped on many levels, to be honest with you. Number one, I'm pumped because I can see the break. I can see the break of day. I can see it. I'm pumped. I'm also pumped because God has been speaking to me since January, and I finally said yes. I finally said yes. So there's an excitement of a great expectation that's going on. I'm pumped because I realize that I really do know what I'm talking about. I do. There's times I used to question myself, like I would read so much and I would keep reading it. I was like, why am I rereading what I already read? I know what this is. I'm good with it. So go with it. I'm pumped because the devil is being defeated every single day. I'm pumped because I still have life in my blood. I'm pumped because I still have the opportunity to speak life to people, to speak truth to people, to equip and engage and empower people. I'm that kind of pumped, y'all. I'm pumped because I can see your growth. I can see what the moves that you're making. I can see life all around me as all of us are influencers building up and doing some amazing things. Y'all, this is really the inspirational message for tomorrow, but you're getting it today. Maybe you'll get part 2 tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm pumped. I'm pumped because tomorrow we'll have Kenny and Deborah and Lexi and Isaiah together as we get ready to take our break. We'll be together. We'll be on live. We'll be having fun. Who knows? I may give away some stuff tomorrow. I'm that kind of pumped, y'all. I am pumped because God said yes to me and God said that I can. I'm pumped because I said I'm receiving this right now on the promises of Jesus. I know who I am, y'all, so I'm pumped. I know what I can do, so I am pumped. I know how to lead, so I am pumped. But I also know that I need to stay up under the directions of Jesus. I am that kind of pumped. I'm that kind of pumped that he chose me. Yeah, I'm that kind of pumped. I want you to be just as pumped. Know who you are. Know who Jesus is. Know what he said. Know how to follow. Know how to lead. Know how to live. Be pumped. All right, y'all, that's all I have. This is Gail Dudley. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We will be back here tomorrow. Come ready to have some fun, y'all. Y'all know what I say. Stay well. And remember, make some bold moves. I'm out.